I've met with over 20 members of Congress and Senate, and my message to the U.S. has been clear. We know they want to achieve energy dominance, but the path to energy dominance doesn't stop at the U.S. border. It starts with Alberta. To do this, we must work together, collaboratively, and that means moving ahead as partners with a tariff-free relationship. That's the message I brought to Washington this week.
Alberta has opportunity here to really do something. I mean, Alberta could be the new America. And I don't mean by that it will necessarily join America. Yeah. I mean, it can be the 21st century America, in the sense that Alberta today is in somewhat similar circumstances as the Americans were in before the Revolution, being taken advantage of by a faraway power, being disregarded, having money taken for other people elsewhere, having their concerns ignored, and so on. And there's a possibility that Alberta could not just save itself, not just disrupt the country. I mean, Alberta could save Western civilization. Alberta could become the new America, in the sense that they could put together a new country that was as free as anywhere on the planet, and could rediscover what Western civilization was supposed to be about.
So here's the truth. Alberta's done waiting for Ottawa to come around. They're not gonna. The Canadian federal government's made it very clear. They don't want Alberta oil and gas. They want net zero, carbon credits, and photo ops at climate summits. While the feds keep trying to kill off our energy sector, Alberta's taking matters into its own hands. The Premier didn't sit around begging Carney for scraps. He flew straight to Washington, met with Trump officials, senators, even cabinet members, to build a real partnership, one where Alberta helps America become energy dominant, and in return, gets treated like a part of the family, not the unwanted stepchild. This isn't just some trade agreement. It's a crucial alliance. Alberta's not just looking south. It's basically moving south, and fast.
Ottawa? They don't listen. Never have.
$600 in carbon taxes just to run my tractor this week. That's not sustainable.
These prices are insane. And then they tax us again for fuel to stock the shelves?
We're the only place in the world with this much wealth that needs permission to use it.
We drill the ground, they drain our pockets. Not anymore.
They talk reconciliation, then block Indigenous resource projects. That's not justice. That's control.
Time to lead.
Alberta first. I support Alberta independence. I support Alberta independence.
I support Alberta independence.
Hey everybody, very quickly. If you're new to this channel, please do me a solid and hit the like and subscribe buttons. It helps me a lot to continue making videos and bringing you the updates you care about. If you've been to this channel before, welcome back. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.
That's their plan for Alberta. So independence is not only something that we all should desire, should think is for the benefit of our children and our grandchildren and our families. Becoming independent from Canada is now a matter of urgency. Canada is literally planning the destruction of our culture, the destruction of our economy, the robbery of all of our savings and home equity, all under the guise of the World Economic Forum slogan that we're all going to own nothing and be happy. So again, I want to thank everybody tonight for coming out. I want to thank everybody for listening to our message this evening. It's very important that we all continue to band together.
The way I see it, Albertans have had it. Plain and simple. Folks are starting to realize that staying in this broken federation isn't just holding us back. It's dragging us down. Taxes through the roof, crime worse than ever, out of control mass immigration, and our kids can't even find a summer job. That's Canada's progress for you. Meanwhile, politicians in Ottawa call that a success. But here in Alberta, people are waking up. You can hear it at independence town halls and rallies. This time it feels different. The crowds are bigger, The energy is real, and people are talking seriously about independence. Not just as a protest, but as a plan, a future. The federal government and their media lapdogs can't get rid of this one. It's growing, it's organized, and it's moving forward.
And that's a hallmark of Albertans, is that we believe there should be limits on the role that government has in our lives. We don't want to wake up in the morning and have the government tell us every single thing we can and can't do that day and tuck us in at night and promise to keep us safe, because we know governments can't actually do that. They're too incompetent and increasingly corrupt. But Albertans want to have freedom of choice of the decisions they make in a day and how they live their lives. Albertans realize that sometimes we're going to fall down as individuals, and we're going to get up and dust ourselves off, and we're going to put our head into the wind and our shoulder to the wheel, and we're going to move forward. That's our culture, and that's our history of homesteaders and ranchers and so on, oilmen. So I think some people will be attracted not just because of the obvious economic advantages, because they want that freedom too. They don't want government dictating every aspect of their lives.
I'll go even further. Alberta didn't leave Canada. Really, Canada left us. The country we once knew. That safe, decent, clean, and affordable place we were proud to be a part of. That country's long gone. What we've got now is a top-down, socialist nanny state that wants to control what you drive, what you eat, how you hit your home, and even what opinions you're allowed to share. That's not going to fly out here. Albertans are not going to put up with it. We believe in working hard, minding our own business, and being left alone. But that's just not the Canada of today. The rest of the country might be sleepwalking into tyranny, but out here, we're the ones pushing back. Not because we want to fight, but because we're not going to roll over and play nice while the federal government strangles the future of our kids. If that makes us rebels, so be it. At least we're still standing.
I'm making Alberta's pitch to rebuild our relationship through more free trade, not less. We have a long-standing trade relationship with the United States, and the more than 450,000 kilometers of pipeline that connect our two countries is proof of that. And we have big ambitions to double our oil and gas production. And while we're actively advocating for an oil pipeline to the West Coast, we also want to sell more to the United States. But first, we need trade stability. With highly integrated supply chains, the more oil we sell to the United States, the more jobs for Americans and Albertans. We know that the U.S. needs heavy oil and natural gas so they can refine it, power their homes and businesses, keep prices low, and also export it around the world. I've met with over 20 members of Congress and Senate, and my message to the U.S. has been clear. We know they want to achieve energy dominance, but the path to energy dominance doesn't stop at the U.S. border. It starts with Alberta. To do this, we must work together, collaboratively, and that means moving ahead as partners with a tariff-free relationship. That's the message I brought to Washington this week.
Hey, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to be notified every time a new video is published, hit the subscribe button and activate the notifications bell. It's completely free and it helps our channel grow. A heartfelt thank you to all our channel members. I really appreciate your support. See you all in the next one. Peace.